So we are going to talk about Ethereum, our hero, that started rallying after ETF, as if ETF was approved for Ethereum and not for Bitcoin. And it did break above its previous resistance of 2380, and it has turned that into support. That is our support now, 2380. And we saw that how it had its fight here. So this is 2400, and you can see that it reacted to it once. It tried to go above it, and then it came down below it again, and then the next time when it broke, it just continued with the rally. So this is broken, and we have seen that it tested it for one last time here. It tested 2380 here. This is 2400, as you can see, and then it never looked back. Never, I mean, this is 1 hour candle story. So in 1 hour it didn't look back. It has gone up towards $2,700, and in this case scenario, our aim for Ethereum would be towards $3,000, but for that it needs to really hold 2380. If 2380 doesn't break, then Ethereum can stay above this range, and for you, your indication would be $2,500, because 2,500 is the psychological support for a lot of people. They treat it as a support, and they are using it to put their stop losses there as well. So when it starts coming down from here, which is 2,607 right now, then that will indicate it's going to go towards 2380 and is going to test it. And that will happen in the event when the market turns around, like Bitcoin turned around by a big number. Ethereum's, it is not that big. Ethereum went to 2689, so it turned around by $90. But in case of Bitcoin, that was a bigger move. So we really need to see that it needs to happen. It needs to go back to 2500 and test it. If it's not going to do that, then the bullishness of Ethereum will just continue to make Ethereum rally. It has been pending for quite a while because Ethereum became very boring for a lot of people, and that is something I can tell because I can tell from the views. I was not getting much views, which means that a lot of people had lost their interest in Ethereum. But of course now everyone is going to start looking into Ethereum because it moved. Sadly, that's how people work. They only look at things that pump. They don't look at things that are sitting down and are going to pump. But anyway, you know your supports. Your psychological support is at 2500 and your actual support is at 2380. If these supports hold, you are going to look at 3000. 3000 is again a psychological target for a lot of people. Otherwise, there are other targets, but I know people like to go for the psychological targets first. Once we are at $3,000, then we can start looking into other case scenarios. But this is pretty much it, and the biggest news of ETF is out. Now the market will start acting in the way that it's supposed to, that it should start doing things without news, and which will make our life easy because we will be able to predict market with more certainty, because news is the only thing that you cannot predict, and you can just use your probabilities and play accordingly. Now the news is out. Now we can do things in a more comfortable manner, and the volume is extremely high right now. It is at $137 billion for the 24 hours volume. So please be on the lookout. Rapid movements will happen, and this will start cooling off at a certain volume, and then we will get used to it.